Welcome to the Nerds from Work, your weekly escape into the world of geeks, nerds, and fucking Mario and Luigi. We have both in the house tonight.
We didn't plan this either.
No, but
I think it's the best.
I took a bunch of mushrooms, so I'm good to go.
Hell yeah.
Phil, oh, damn it. I said your name before we introduced you. Guys, Phil Keating is on the show tonight. I know that most of you are listening on iTunes, so you can't see this, but this is wonderful right now. Phil has like a red beanie. Brandon's got a green beanie. Phil has a rape stash, like a real crazy rape stash going right now.
Like 70s porn
I
stash.
would say more Burt Reynolds than Rape Stash.
No, Burt Reynolds has a badass stash.
I'll give you 70s porn stash. How about that?
Fine.
I'm gonna play nice and say I'll go with the near Burt Reynolds.
You got like the Life Aquatic thing going on right
Thank
now.
you. That's what I'm going for.
And Brandon's got his 3 o'clock fuzz growing.
I shaved. I had like hella hair on my face not too long ago.
This is only a week.
For real?
No.
I seriously think if I ever saw Brandon clean shaven, I might not recognize him. Like
I shaved last Monday.
All
So
right,
this is like a week and 2 days.
welcome to the Nerds from Work. With me, as always, I've got Josh Tankersley,
What up, everybody?
Naruik Baje.
but
That's what I think. Brandon Miller,
Hello.
and our guest, Phil Keating. What's going on, dude?
Nothing. Thanks for having me back on your little program here. It's
No, our little program?
been a while.
Now you're classifying us like that? Wow.
here I
dude.
was thinking he was coming with the juice. That's just
I'm the guest. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Also, like the term program sounds way more official than what we actually are. Like saying it's a program sounds like we'll be played on like PBS or
Well,
something.
thanks for having me back on your shit show.
Yeah.
You know what? though? You're not wrong.
it's an
Wow,
honor.
thanks,
and a
Phil
birth-
Keating.
It's an honor.
And
And a
this
birth-
is the last time. Your free trial is up.
I love the way. Thanks, Philip Keating. Da-da-da-da.
I thought it was up last show. How did he get back in? Use a fake email?
I feel like when I say his name, I have to say both first and last name.
You have to. It's
I know, right? Yeah.
that's why it's
It's like
there.
the opposite of share. Like you can't. It's not just one name. That's got to be both.
Well,
I mean, you think we
There's
had like
so
4
many
Phils who come on the show? Like,
Yeah. I don't want to be confused with those assholes. I'm my own asshole.
I don't know,
So
man.
similar to like Will Wheaton.
I guess it would be.
It would be, yes.
Because you also can't just say Will. It's always Will Wheaton.
Will Keating.
Phil Keaton like rhymes.
That's true. That's true. Well, Phil, I just want to let you know that now we've started a tally, and we're doing the best giant-sized team-up host, and right now you're losing. So everybody
Behind
loves
who?
Trav.
Oh, fuck that dude. Is he even
Everybody likes
elect-
it.
Yeah, great. Well, enjoy his giant muscles and tiny balls. Fuck all of you.
We haven't seen his tiny balls.
how
Oh,
did
well, you haven't hung out with him long enough.
You know what? That's weird. He did invite us to his hotel room when he comes back down for Dragon Con next year. Now I'm a
no.
little worried.
No, I wouldn't. I would not do that.
Well, from what I hear, it's better than hanging out at the giant-sized team-up house.
I can't tell you because I don't remember a lot of it. So, we spent more money on alcohol than we did food. So,
That's
Good. That's good for you.
yeah, that's a good way to extend the whole lifespan.
in what
Yeah.
way?
Well, what have you been up to, Tank?
So I started a new anime, and I'm not very far in it. It's called Goblin Slayer. It is the darkest, like most gruesome fucking anime I've probably ever watched. The first episode, there is goblins raping this chick, and then this dude, like just cold murdering these like 6 baby goblins. They're just like cowering in the back of this little cave. It's
Now,
fucking insane.
So it's not PG-13.
No, it is not.
goblins are always like the lesser of all fantasy creatures. Do you think people would say the same thing? Like, oh man, there's this human fucking demolishing like 6 roaches, where like somebody just stomping on roaches.
goblins are the best in fantasy, so I'm sorry that you're wrong.
The one guy who plays with a red goblin magic deck.
Look! I mean, their king is David Bowie, for shit's sakes. You know? Enough said. Enough said.
Oh God, nice pull.
Nice.
So yeah, so I started that, and it's gruesomely awesome, and I need to get the first season finished because it's pretty crazy. Other than that, I've just been preparing to run the Waterdeep Dragon Heist with some friends and family this weekend. We're gonna get that started. I'm pretty pumped. And then doing some cool techie stuff with some video editing for some stuff to come out in the future. So
Nice.
Awesome. Nuru, what have you been up to?
Right now, I'm just wondering where his headspace is at if he's been watching stuff like that. But
man, it's dark.
it's dark.
It's dark and full of tentacles.
Like DC comes to his mind for inspiration right now.
Phil caught that one.
Oh no, I caught it. It wasn't very hidden. It wasn't that hard.
Let's see. Besides getting caught up on my, I spent a couple of days. I can't seem to watch a full movie in a day anymore. I'll watch like 30, 45 minutes and stop and watch another part of it. And then, so I
hear Coke makes that hard.
I watched Blade.
Just agrees.
Blade 1 and 2. Blade 1 and 2, you know, back to back. Then I started trying to get caught up on some of the, because you guys know I typically like to go all the way back and read and binge comics all the way through. So I took the time to try to get caught up on some of the more recent stuff. So I read Superman, Man of Steel, got up to speed on that, Batman as well. And then I ran out. So I did something which I hadn't done for some reason. I had never read Superman, Red Sun, which is kind of a travesty when you think about it, by Mark Miller. So I decided to spend a few days just digging into Superman, Red Sun.
Oh, I started reading The Magicians too. You want to talk about fucked up too?
Did you read that?
I read the first issue.
I don't think I can read that. I can watch it. I don't think I can read it for some reason. I feel like it's gonna take me to a really weird place where I can't come back from. Yeah.
When he uses that little kid to murder the dude, it's fucking what? Holy shit.
Oh, the Magic Order.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not the Magicians.
I'm like the Magicians met kid.
My bad. I tried reading
that.
The Magicians.
We were on
too.
screen,
That's
and I did
up,
not want to show confusion. I'm like, what's he talking about?
My bad. The Magic Order. Yes, I read like the first issue of Magic Order, and it's pretty fucked up too.
Yeah, it gets wild.
Yeah, I need
But it kind of stays at that level of like they're really doing that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's not one of those that's like, oh, this is great, and then it drops. It just kind of like brought you in, and it's just gonna keep you there.
Holy shit! All right, yeah, I'll try and get it finished this week.
It's really
How many issues does it have so far?
4 or 5.
5, 6, 5, 4.
It's going to have 6, but I think it's only at 4 right now.
Jason only has 4 on Comixology right now.
I might just
Jason
wait till
is subscribed to it, so
Yeah, Jason only has 4 currently downloaded. I can tell you that much.
Anyway, that's been my week.
So,
Brandon, what have you been up to, dude?
This whole time I was sitting here trying to think of what I've been up to. I fucking have no clue.
It's good. It's a good life.
dude, Coke is a hell of a drug. Man.
Once again, plug.
Plug
I
for drugs.
have no fucking clue what I did.
Went to work.
Awesome.
Yeah, I went to work.
Great.
I did hey, last show did I mention this show Devilman Crybaby?
Devil May Cry, baby.
Yeah, or Devilman, not Devilman.
Oh,
I thought Devil May Cry is a thing.
yeah.
No, not Devil May Cry, Devilman Crybaby.
No idea.
Okay, so I think it's actually a super old like anime because there's a Devilman versus Cyborg 009 thing also out that's like new that they're like playing off of, and I know Cyborg 009's old, but yeah, so it's a show that's a Netflix original show. So I don't know if it was like a show earlier or if it's not streaming somewhere or whatever, but Netflix has a show now. The art is phenomenal, right? Really, really great art. The content, like similar to what Tank was saying, is so out there that I had to turn it off the second episode.
Yeah.
It was like too much just like tits and like people getting raped, and then like immediately a demon coming out of this like stripper, like biting someone in half, like all this crazy shit happening. And I was like, I'm just trying to like go to sleep. I was just trying to watch something like to go to sleep. And then I've just been playing D&D, and it's kind of it. Got back into my other campaign. Got a new player, super excited. She's fucking awesome. And she's really good at art, so she actually made a character that's fucking awesome and has like a full backstory and stuff. So
Nice.
that's always nice to find someone who's like actually into it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And we switched places, so that's why I like our locations to play. So that's why I didn't. I was like late a little bit because I actually wasn't at home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I will be
You actually went somewhere.
Yeah, it was like right across the river from my job.
You swam across.
Yeah.
All right, Phil Keating, what have you been up to, dude?
I'm getting ready for Smash Brothers, man. Smash Brothers comes
Oh yeah.
out. As of recording, it comes out in 2 days. Technically, tomorrow night at midnight, and that's all I want, man. I think for the first time in 8 to 10 years, my fat old ass might go down to GameStop at midnight and hang out with all the young kids to pick up their game early. But I haven't decided. Staying up till midnight would destroy me for like 3 weeks because I'm 100 years old. And I probably wouldn't even have time to play it that night because it's already going to be like 12:30 or 1 o'clock when I get home. But that's besides the point. I've been rewatching Mad Max.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All of them, because I'm getting ready to write a campaign for my D&D show that's going to be based loosely off of the Mad Max universe. So I'm trying to get as much into me as possible.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah, we'll see. I've never DM'd before, so it's either going to be terrible or terrible. There's no other. It's gonna be fucking awful. So
Let's be honest, though. As long as you throw as much 80s cheese at it as possible.
I mean, I'm going to try to. I don't think I'm going to be able to make someone as awesome as Lord Humongous, which Travis Jones should be cosplaying as at DragonCon every year. Just the hockey mask and the leather and the old cod piece, but that's another time.
I was gonna suggest Bane, but yeah.
Bane would be great. I mean, he was gonna do Thanos this year, but he just ran out of time.
You wanted the nutsack on his chin?
He already has one. Come on, look at him. Picks him up. Anyway.
All you guys keep picking at this guy. Brandon's like, oh man, he's eating HGH. Brandon's like this big. Brandon,
I am fully aware that I'm on the other side of the country. I'm hella far.
We will see this guy at DragonCon this year.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, there's more than enough episodes to kiss his butt between now and then.
If you're lucky, you can put your balls on his chin like he likes it.
Yeah, we can double cosplay, dude.
There you go.
My balls this
Double
big.
cosplay.
Just paint your balls purple.
Yeah, I'll like put like shoulder pads off of my head, and I'll just kind of be sitting on his shoulders and stuff.
You guys could do like oh geez, who's that character from
visual.
Thunderdome? Master Blaster, where that big guy is carrying the little guy. You guys could do that.
That'd be sick.
Tank, I've already thought of our cosplay for next year.
Yeah.
I think we should do the suit from Little Rascals, where it's like the kids and they're. I'll just put you on my shoulders.
A giant trench coat.
Yeah,
I would be down to do Groot and Rocket Raccoon with Travis.
That could work.
Brandon,
I would
I'm
be
gonna be
the
honest,
Raccoon, obviously.
that would be amazing.
Yeah, but it'd be perfect size. Like he's probably like 3 times my height.
No,
No,
he's
not really.
like a 4'8". Like he's a small jack dude.
Okay, so he's the raccoon. I'm Groot.
Oh, God, it's like Rocket Raccoon if it was Rambo instead.
It's just jacked.
Rainbow Raccoon.
Yeah, Rainbow Raccoon.
I'm Teen Groot playing like a Game Boy Color.
That would actually be funny. All right. Yeah, I've been writing, so
Hey, me too.
not that exciting. Oh, yeah. So I wrote my short, a few chapters of my short story, sent it to Brandon. Brandon's like, oh, that's sick. I was like, all right, cool. I sent it to Tank, and Tank's like, all right, thanks. Now I'm writing my own. Thanks a lot.
Well,
I thought
so
you were writing something.
well, several months ago, or after our initial D&D adventure with Chris Jackson, I talked about I was starting to write a novel, and I kind of fell off because it's hard. And so, and families make it hell of a lot harder. So finding time and like the headspace to be able to write this story. But so when Jason sent me his, and I read over it, I was like, yo, that's fucking cool. And all of a sudden, my brain started like spinning on my story. I was literally on, I have a like trainer thing for like a bikes to ride it in the house or whatever. And so I'm like pouring sweat and like writing my book on my phone because I was like the only time I can find that like the kids aren't screaming and the wife's leaving me alone, and I'm just like, all right, cool, here we go, I'm gonna write my story. And so so I've been working on it too.
The secret sauce, write it while you're pooping.
Yeah, that's true. I need
so relaxing.
How do you handle the numb legs though? Like when you're like,
Nah, then you just write another chapter.
Just
Until they wake up.
Your shoulder when you fall into the tub and try to catch yourself.
FYI, just want to let you know.
Go to the hospital.
Right.
You hit a rich vein of creativity, and that, yeah,
I mean,
Cross your legs,
it's just so freeing when you're sitting on the toilet.
it is.
Sitting
It's a
on
cool
the toilet.
story though. And a cool, like, another thing, part of the story Jason's talking about, years and years ago, we were part of this thing where it was like a collective of humans writing a similar, like everybody writing different parts of the same story. And it was really like a collaborative thing to make one single story. And yeah, making a world is something cool to try to figure something out like that well in the future, nowhere near nowish. But like in the future of like having different people write short stories that fall in this realm that are related or not related at all, but they're happening next door or happening.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that is just so cool and fun to interact with people that you'll never meet. Cause we were writing with people all across like the country.
Did it
So
ever get published? Because that would be good stuff to read.
That
what
old
I'm
stuff is
trying
on
to do
blog.
is I'm trying to open this world up, and like I sent it to Tank, and I was explaining my ideas to Tank. Like, this is just one story in this world, and I'm not trying to make it a world-ending story. Like, it's not, oh, this is the fate of the world, he's the hero. No, I want to just open it up so people can use their imaginations. And then if Phil's like, oh, I love this, I want to create my own character, then Phil could do that. And in no way, shape, or form does it mess with anything. But I've laid the foundation for this is what it is. This is where it's happening. And I just watched Fantastic Beasts, and I thought that was great that in North America, the wizards in North America call everything completely different than they do in Great Britain.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'd never even thought of that. Like, I thought a muggle was a muggle was a muggle. But then it's like you get to America, they're like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we call them. So everything changes, and that could be in everyone's universe. So, but like Brandon said, creating this world, like I'll text him early in the morning, late at night, middle of a work day. I'm just like, hey, what? Help me come up with this. Like, what would we call this?
It's a lot of fun though. Like, I enjoy that. I will probably end up writing something eventually for it.
It's fun. It's just hard to create this world by yourself, you know?
What is this writing kick everybody's on? Like, I literally
I didn't say I was doing it right now at all.
I have a book right there I bought. It's called Write a Book in 30 Days. And I haven't even read the book in 30 days.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, it's a thought that counts.
Well, hey, let's get this show started before it takes 30 days to record this bitch. All right, so last week we went off with Travis Jones and we did the best Marvel villains. I think that shit was slanted.
Really?
Yeah, because somebody already said beforehand that they went online and had all of their friends go and vote. So it was totally not random. So we're going to go with the real winner.
I thought we said it was a poll.
No, just kidding. So the last time I checked, it was Dr. Doom.
It was Doom until like 10 minutes before we started recording this.
Yeah, so Dr. Doom, Travis Jones, you're our winner. Congratulations.
True story.
Wow. If I voted, I would vote for Doom.
I put it in the group and said, hey guys, I need y'all to go. I put the link, go here, vote for this. One guy went over, came back, said, dude, Doom is on this. How the hell am I going to vote for anybody else? I'm like, oh, crap. I was like, just vote for Onslaught. He's like, hell no. And he went back and voted for Doom. So yeah, so getting my friends to help.
There were 2 different polls, and we're going to do it a little different this week. But it was Venom versus Carnage, and then the rest.
Why don't you just
Venom beat Carnage, but in total votes, Dr. Doom beat Venom.
Oh.
So Doom is our winner for this week. But since we have 5 again, what we're going to do is we'll probably team 2 together, and then we'll put 3 in another poll. We'll do those polls, and then we'll take the winners of those 2, put them against each other. So you guys are going to have to vote twice this week. Sorry. Oh, gosh. So while you're shitting, just go ahead and hit that.
Can I make a suggestion? Right here, we all suggest whose character doesn't even make it to the poll. We all knife somebody's character.
How about this? How about by the closing of this episode, everybody names 2 people. Those 2 people are going to be going by themselves, and the other 3 will be in the same bracket.
Okay.
Because it has to be 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I just felt that gets kind of tricky, so we could just kill somebody off right now. Kind of like, all those shows where you have all those talent shows.
We'll just kill somebody off right now. 3, 2, 1, Naru. Oh, damn it. He's still on.
Never
All
mind.
right. So, hey, guys, this is Throwdown. We're going to do it Marvel Heroes style. So we're each going to name 1 hero that we love from the Marvel Universe that is not an A-list hero.
And is not.
We have not seen them
Well,
in the Avengers. They're probably not going to be in
X-Men.
Avengers 4. Let's be honest.
and they're not in X-Men. I can't say mutant, but they're not part
Not
of like
X-Men.
they're not part of the main.
Damn it.
Damn
it.
Actually, to be fair, we said no mutants, and then like we all picked characters, and 2 of us may or may not have picked mutants, and then 10 minutes after picking those, after telling us who we all picked, we're all like, oh shit, those are mutants. None of us picked it up until like 10 minutes after it, so we're just gonna go with it.
And I'm not repicking, goddammit.
Well, it's because they're never classified with the X-Men, and we
Right.
all think X-Men mutant. So
we're gonna do it. We'll do a
All
whole X-Men episode. So
yeah, we're gonna do a mutant episode, just like we're gonna do a Robin episode. Ooh.
Hell yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Favorite Robins?
I'm so
Yeah,
down.
we are gonna do
You guys
favorite
don't like
Robin.
the same Robin I do, so I'm down.
We already know Tank's Robin,
Who's my Robin?
Batman.
Asshole.
What? Damien, bruh. All day.
That's what I
We all
said,
know
asshole.
Damien.
I'm
All right, guys. So let's kick it off. Who wants to go first?
Bro, I will go first because I got the least amount of information on my game.
That's smart to have people to vote for your character, man.
You know what? I was also thinking about this while I was taking a shit.
Yeah, I'm not in it for the votes, bruh.
Not even
I'm
that.
there to stay true to
I am not completely convinced that the group of people who are actually listening to the show are the same group of people who are voting. Might just be people that follow us on Twitter versus people that actually listen to the show. They might not.
Why would you follow us on Twitter if you don't listen to our show?
Huh?
The thing is this: when you put a poll out and then you put a hashtag
All
like
right.
hashtag Doom,
See?
All right.
The people that follow
Naru.
polls.
Brandon, character, go.
I am going with Namor. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Okay, Namor. Namor is a goat. He's really good at soccer. AKA global football. He's got sick hair and some Nike.
you are gonna win so many votes just for
Namor.
spelling his name.
Yeah, Namor. Regardless, he's a badass Marvel version, kind of Aquaman-ish, where he's aquatic themed. He has like the not impenetrability, but whatever it's called, where he's like a
Bulletproof.
what's it called?
Invulnerability.
Yeah, that one. Like strong and everything. He can also take or like borrow the powers of certain aquatic animals, which is pretty tight.
Dude,
Like
that is
take
dope.
their like attributes and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is cool. The main reason I chose him was because I kept choosing people who are like part of the extended X-Men. Everybody who like listens to this show probably knows that I've said multiple times the only things I read are like DC or like X-Men, Marvel. I don't like that aren't the movies. Like I love Marvel movies and like Netflix and stuff, but we weren't allowed to choose those. So I was like, oh shit. And then I immediately jumped on the X-Men.
Yo, dude, I thought you were choosing Iron Fist.
I was going to, but
just
Namor
decided
like
you
looks
was-
cooler, and there's a lot of fucking hate around Iron Fist for being whitewashed. So I didn't want to be a
Dude,
switch
he's
dude.
always been white.
Yeah,
He
but
was
that's
forever.
He wasn't whitewashed. He's just white.
Yeah, his character as a character. I'm not talking about the fucking show, dude. His character is a whitewashed. Regardless, they were like, "Hey, bring Chinese culture into comic books. Make him a fucking Aryan."
No,
That'd be tight.
so the people who think that Iron Fist, like, they don't read fucking comics because Shang-Chi is getting his own Marvel fucking movie.
Which is
He's
why
Chinese.
this got torpedoed.
Yeah.
#1 martial artist in the Marvel universe.
Oh, dope.
Eh,
I was wondering who
Chinese.
he was.
I
Well,
did see that.
Marvel did a poll and they voted him the #1 because I'm sure Marvel got enough hate. But
What do
yes,
they know?
I still think it's Iron Fist. Whatever.
Regardless, I didn't choose him. So
Yeah, regardless, Namor.
I went with Namor because he looks tight. I've seen him in a lot of other things. He looks really cool.
he looks
Someone
tight.
out there probably loves him, so maybe the poll will be like, you know what, this guy's fucking cool.
Dude.
That's a cool character.
He's such an asshole.
Namor is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
He's a
pretty
really
sure that
giant
the
asshole.
like football player is too. Neymar.
He's bipolar, I swear.
So, okay, Phil, I don't know if you followed our poll, but I voted, I put up Hawkman, and the, like, one of the writers of Hawkman liked our stuff and voted Hawkman.
Shit.
So, yeah, so
That's
Hawkman
dope.
won.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what?
So,
Uh,
Brandon might win.
praise be to Nipple. So bring out Namor.
Yeah, dude.
People love the nip.
If you
Gotta
showed
get them
nips,
nips.
Yeah.
you showed them
Hawkman
nips.
won because he showed nips. So I was like, bring an aquatic guy out, showing nips. So that's the only reason I took.
Well, that's the show, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nips.
Yeah, we lost.
I win.
We're out.
All right. Rue, you want to go next?
Yeah, I decided to go with. I had somebody else I was gonna go with, but I'm gonna switch it and just leave
Good idea.
that person out because nobody on the show here even knows who knows who that is. I'm gonna go with She-Hulk actually.
Oh,
She-Hulk.
Nice.
That is
Nice.
good.
Okay.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'll say this: if I was to pick outside my wife, if I was to pick a female superhero, I'd probably want to get with that would be She-Hulk for sure. But beyond
I'm
that,
sorry,
I've
did you say a superhero outside your wife?
yeah, my wife's a superhero.
You got some shit on your nose, dude. Why
You
don't
heard
go
me
wipe that
correctly.
shit off?
You heard me correctly.
wait, you said you would get with
That was perfect.
She-Hulk?
I'd love to. But
You
having
watch
said
like the giant porn or like crushing porn, where it's like small dudes getting sat on by like giant women.
that's the thing.
Everything's a thing, dude. We learned last week.
I was about to say, like,
I'm gonna send you a Reddit link real quick.
Yeah.
at least it's not an Imager link. That'd be.
Oh gosh.
Nah, but honestly,
Here's my
though,
personal Dropbox. Actually, just check this out.
she's pretty badass. She is super smart. She's also been one of those characters that they've told some really good stories about. Had her go through her vulnerable phase, had her go through a phase where she was just living in the shadow of her brother, who he was. But at the same time, she's had times where being Hulk for her is not so much a curse. It's more of an empowering thing. Like she's bigger than who she is. She's badder than who she is as a person. But they've also taken they've also had times where she went and as the Hulk, this is a funny contradiction. She as the Hulk has been known to defend some of the same criminals that the rest of the superheroes put in jail. As Jennifer Walters, she goes and she defends those guys in court, or she defends superheroes against for vigilantism and stuff like that. But I basically just like her because she looks fantastic. She's powerful, she's strong, she's an ass kicking person. And I think in the current iterations of her, I don't know what to say though. They've turned her around and turned her into this big Hulk because the Hulk is supposed to be dead. although he's back, they've turned her into this massive, sometimes almost losing her mind person. But her current main squeeze is, anybody guess? The Odin's son, Thor, which is kind of weird.
Huh.
Which is, to be fair, another guy I'd happily trade powers with. Just for the record.
I mean, my hair's almost long enough.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Wrong color.
All right.
I can dye it. Actually, I would.
So we'll go from She-Hulk and Tank. Who you got, dude?
I got the OG black superhero to have his own movie, Blade. Oh yeah, everyone came up in arms like, oh man, we finally got a black superhero with Black Panther. No, Blade was slaying shit way before Black Panther got on the big screen.
Blade's the man.
That's true. This is true.
And so, yeah, and just as a character, he's fucking dope. Like, he has all of the powers of being a vampire, except none of the bad parts, except that he wants to suck your blood, whatever. Like, but he doesn't even do that. So,
yeah, he just wants to kill humans, whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No, I mean, he's fucking dope. Like, he's like he trained because he has the strength and like he has like kind of a sixth, like almost a spidey sense, and like he has all this stuff. And then he also trained himself to be this like badass martial artist who can use basically any weapon that he puts his hand on, ranged or melee, however he just feels like killing vampires that day. And he's just fucking dope. Like, he's killed Dracula several times. He was
that is a waste of time.
I mean, he was part of the Avengers, like one of the side Avengers groups for a while.
Yeah, I think everyone in the Marvel universe has been side Avenger.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean,
that's like that thing where they're like,
they went up
hey,
against Onslaught, so they had to hire.
Yeah, you can be an Avenger. Yeah. Thanks.
It's like buying a Sam's Club card. Like, everybody has one, but it doesn't really
feel like you're the Avengers, aka Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
The Sam's Club of superheroes.
If you're on the West Coast, Costco, however you're.
Yes. Well, they have West Coast Avengers.
The West Coast Adventures.
The Costco
Avengers are the Costco
Avengers. Like, well, we're not Sam's Club, but you can have Hawkeye as a leader. Yeah. That sounds good.
Speaking of Hawkeye, Blade wore the Ronin costume for a while just to keep himself his identity secret, which is pretty dope. And actually, I was going to go with Hawkeye, and I got some shit from people on the show who happened to run it, and like, you know what? Screw you, I'm going to find another one, and I did.
I didn't give you shit. I'm just saying, like,
no, should I read it?
Yeah, read it.
You said, "Here is shit." Delivered by Jason Miller.
Literally.
How did he word this? Because it was very offensive.
He's like, man, my feelings.
Oh, I said because you don't read comics.
Quote, you don't know a damn thing about comics, so I don't expect anything more from you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
That is for the record. That is how Jason talks to all of us, with so much love and feeling.
But that's besides the point. But
I don't talk to Phil that way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. We have a whole thing where Phil called me an idiot sandwich.
Yes, I did.
I can't remember what I called you, but I'm sure it was deserving.
You just said hello, and I said, "Why are you talking to me, you idiot sandwich? Get out of my face!"
You don't remember that time behind the Starbucks?
It's not the place to talk about that.
Okay, you just froze and wilted my smile. That's that image is so. Moving on.
Yeah,
so
get that one out of.
I will never out of your mind. Starbucks the same. Like, seriously. Yeah.
Internet, please send fan art.
I'll send you a Reddit link.
It's
You have
already
a
up
lot of
there.
those, don't you? Oh man.
Somebody botched and then at one point heard about the Nerds from Work, and they're like, "Yeah, I wonder what that would look like. This is what it would look like behind a Starbucks.
Like Watto.
Behind the Starbucks I'm sitting in."
So yeah, freaking Wesley Snipes / Blade, because those movies, say what you want, are awesome, and you get a super young Ryan Reynolds in Blade 3 who's fucking hilarious. So
Okay, so if you had to choose a Blade, who would it be today?
Oh, should someone
today?
play the role? Man, I would go with Wesley still. Like, I literally
No,
can't.
Wesley
I tried
Snipes
to
is too
think-
small. I've seen him in person. Too little.
I mean,
he was little when he did it. So.
he
I know,
looks the
but
exact
now I
same
know.
as he did
Just
20
because you
years
know
ago.
doesn't change anything.
Idris Alba.
Yeah, all day, every day.
It's the only answer.
No.
I mean, yeah.
Idris
correct.
Elba is the answer to every role in every fucking movie.
Yeah.
Which means
Who's
that's
the next
a
James
cop-out.
Bond?
That's a easy answer then.
I'd want to see him as James Bond.
No,
Dude,
I would
no,
not.
you know who I want to see? Fuck, I need to blow.
All right.
Trevor Noah
Going on
shut
from
that
that.
down.
No.
sorry.
I have a guy. He's fucking dope. It's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy when Star-Lord steals the stone at the very beginning, and it's the black guy leading.
Oh, Jamal Hunsu?
Yo, that guy's fucking dope.
Yeah, but he's in everything. Like he's in Aquaman.
Exactly, because he's awesome, and so I'd be down to see him play Blade.
He'd be Blade with an accent.
He was in. That's fine.
That's cool.
He'd be Wakanda
Ooh,
Blade.
what about Ludacris?
Yeah.
No, mine's a
Luda.
real pick. I'd actually
know about that.
Did you say Luda?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
Ludacris would be
It'd be
badass.
like Blade from the '70s. It's just this.
shit.
All right.
Hey, forget it. Let's go
Phil,
with Snoop.
who did
Snoop
you
Dogg.
get?
Oh, I went with Ty Johnson, also known as Cloak from
Okay,
Cloak
good,
and
because
Dagger.
I have no fucking clue who Ty Johnson is.
So Cloak is pretty badass. He may be or may not be a mutant or an X-Men, but that's besides the point. Him and Dagger's powers were triggered when they had experimental tests were happening upon them without their consent. So
So
what?
rape culture, drug abuse. Go ahead.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
rape
they got their different rape drugs. So
It was part of the Me Too movement.
what? Oh boy, I'm just gonna power through this. So he's got the ability to teleport long distances wherever the fuck he wants to go. If he wants, he can then teleport his victims into like a dark force dimension through his cloak. So all he does is fucking puts his jacket around you. Bam, you're gone.
That's tight.
He can also cause insanity and paranormal and all these other mental effects just because of his he's so fucking badass and dark. I love him. And he's not killing Dracula every 10 minutes because he gets the job done. I mean, that just comes down to that. So
I'm recalling my vote from my own character, and I'm gonna vote on Cloak.
he can also just put his hands on somebody and then physically or visually see what their fears are.
That's fucking tight.
So then it's just like, look, you hate spiders. All right, great. Come into my cloak. I got spiders everywhere. What about you? Oh, you have commitment issues. Great. Well,
Marriage.
here's a long
wedding
marriage for you.
The
dick.
cloak of marriage. Have this.
Cloak of marriage.
Cloak of using a permanent marker. Here. Have it.
But also, I mean, the main great thing about Cloak is during Civil War he was on Cap's side. So that's where She-Hulk and She-Hulk was on Tony's side. So I mean that's an automatic disqualification. I don't know about Blade. He was probably killing Dracula for the 12th time.
Ooh. Blade was Ronin, then that means that he was for keeping identities. Meaning Cap side.
Fair enough.
I'll take it.
And then I think Namor just was like, fuck you guys. Get the fuck out of my ocean. Take a piss and
That
get
would be
out of here.
That would be accurate. Did you read the episode where Cloak met up with the Runaways?
I haven't, but I hear that they're doing that on the show, and it infuriates.
I'll tell you this much:
about
in the
me.
comic books, they meet up with the kids, and they're trying to subdue the kids. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
littlest one, the bruiser, the
Molly.
Molly the fighter.
Molly grabs him and friggin' rips the cloak off of him and traumatizes the poor guy.
Nah, it's not real. It's not real.
Molly.
That was unreal.
Fake
Molly
news.
is
Get out of here.
unreal.
Get
Oh,
out of here with
damn
this
it.
fake news.
All right. Naru, thank you for that.
No,
I'm
no,
shifting.
no.
I am
Yeah.
shifting.
Dog,
because
you
I
bastard.
was gonna go Darkhawk. I'm like, oh, I love Darkhawk.
You,
But I'm gonna go Molly from the Runaway. Molly
Yeah, he goes
is
last.
a badass
Naru.
little girl
Dick.
ever. Like hands down ever. She's awesome.
Cool.
So, yes, I did read the issue where she ripped the cloak off of Cloak. She has very, very bad temper issues, and there's one where the X-Men show up to try to round up the runaways, and Molly puts Wolverine out of the church. She throws him through the doors of the church.
Well, he shouldn't be in church anyway.
I don't know why.
Just say.
But Molly is not scared of anyone, and I think she did that to Wolverine because Wolverine touched her teddy bear.
He was being mean. You're being mean. Boom.
Yeah, she punched Wolverine and put him out in the street. Molly is a badass little girl. I don't think she's ever gone toe-to-toe with Namor, but I'm just saying I don't think she would be scared of Namor.
I don't know, man.
She would
She's
look
like
up,
a miniature She-Hulk.
She would look up to She-Hulk for sure.
No, I don't think she looks up to anybody.
No, she does.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go Molly from The Runaway.
She's that short. I mean, she has no
So,
but to look
all
up.
right, guys, we've got 5 different choices here. All right, who are we voting into their own categories?
Molly.
Molly. Oh, wow. Thanks, Phil.
For the late second change, I vote Molly.
Nixing Molly.
Nick's one. It's who is going against who. So what? Molly versus Cloak?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Absolutely. That's my
Probably.
Molly versus-
Probably.
Sure.
She'll rip the cloak off of him again.
Sure, that's fine. God damn it.
Yeah. My vote is for Molly versus Cloak.
I'll take that. I'll take that
Action. Yeah. Go ahead.
Down.
Have fun.
All right, guys. So this has been another awesome show. I love the Throwdown series. I don't know if you guys enjoy it. If you're listening to this and you enjoy it, let us know. Send us an email, hit us up on social media, or just vote. Or hit Philip on his personal account and tell him that he looks really, really weird.
Which is where? What? Is that, can we use that as a good
Yeah,
segue?
Phil, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you came from? How did you get here?
Oh, man. So it dates all the way back to the hardy year of 1986, where I was a wee lad born in the middle of New Jersey. And, you know, at that point, I knew one day I would be talking with a bunch of assholes on the internet about B-rate.
How was the giant size team up?
Yes. and then out of nowhere, Charles McFall, the Guy Fieri of podcasting, you know, rang me on the phone and told me, you know, you got it, kid. You want to be a star, don't you? Well, meet me behind this Starbucks in about 10 minutes. And we got some Reddit links we're gonna send out. So no,
The
yes,
Guy Fieri of podcasting.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not. That's the best part.
But no, so I'm on Botched, a D&D podcast. It's a comedy D&D show. It's kind of a blend of South Park and Game of Thrones. Not because we tell compelling stories like Game of Thrones, but all your favorite characters will die for no reason. And then also, recently, me and Charles, the Guy Fieri of podcasting, are doing Sunday night Twitch streams now where we are doing Borderlands 2. And it's been pretty good. It's both one of our favorite games, so we said, well, fuck, why don't we replay it together for the 12th time and just really get shit-faced drunk on stream and jump around the buildings for an hour looking for, you know, vault symbols. So, and that's FTH Beyond.
Are you guys playing that on the computer?
Yes, these newfangled inventions called computers.
Well, okay. So Charles was like, "Oh, I said something about I love Borderlands.
You play video games.
Video games. He was like, "Hey, we're playing this damn video game."
And
watch, that's cool.
Hello, computer.
And you watch crush porn.
The files are in the computer.
Very nice.
So I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't know if Xbox worked like back and forth that way. I don't
There's not with that. There's no cross compatibility.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but
Love Borderlands, but I have to have one of these.
So I have it on my computer. I may have to message Charles and get it on. Get it
well,
on
you can play with your controller. I mean, Steam has Bluetooth technology. I mean, Charles is not playing with a mouse and keyboard.
I brushed my teeth. My teeth are white. Thank you very much.
All right, I don't know what that means, but that's great. So you could Bluetooth. He doesn't have blue teeth. He's got white teeth. Pure white teeth.
Holy shit! That was as bad as the Transylvania joke about Bluetooth.
That was terrible.
Botched a D&D podcast. He's got a Twitch stream, Borderlands.
FTH.
Phil Keating. You have to say his first and his last name. Dude, it's always a pleasure having you.
No, thanks for letting me come in here and make fun of you for a half hour. It's been great.
Is that how you see this?
I think this is part of my probation. I'm not quite sure yet.
Yes, sent to you by Guy Fieri. All right, so tell them, where's your social media where they can find you?
I'm at ImaginaryNomad on everything. Twitter, YouTube.
So awesome. I love that freaking Twitter handle.
Imaginary Nomad.
Yep.
So dope.
So
Xbox Live.
Personality. All right, Tank, tell them where to find you, buddy.
Yep, you guys can find me all over the internet at The Caped Critic. Thanks for tuning in. We got some cool stuff coming in the beginning of next year, so make sure you stick around. It's going to be good times.
Naru, tell them where to find you.
Find me online everywhere at the Nija Nerd, talking smack about guys who steal my ideas for heroes for polls and stuff.
You're welcome.
Both of y'all.
You're welcome. Yeah. All right, you guys can find me at Houdini0333 and Brandon. They've waited all week. Where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me wearing a pair of size small, depends on diaper mates at dmiller425.
What?
Please send them to P.O. Box in the description below. Thank you, Tank.
Oh boy.
Reddit /
It's, diaper mates.
I know how to spell diaper mates.
Two words.
Feels
That's
like
where people usually get confused. It's two
Just
words.
for the record, I first of all mistyped it and I went diaper MAIDS. Third search is diaper mates, delete account. I'm like, okay, that tells me.
You already have an account? Yeah, dude, why haven't we linked up? They've been holding this from me.
All right, Phil, you look like you found it.
Oh, no, I'm paying attention. Yeah, yep, I agree with what you guys said. Sure.
Oh, I thought you looked it up and found it on the old websites.
Yep,
Oh, I
no,
did.
I'm,
Don't worry about it.
yeah, no.
I definitely found it. Yeah, there you go. See.
All right.
Brandon, you are disturbed.
Phil found diaper mates and now he's finishing. There it is.
Hi.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here, guys. You can find us all over the internet at You think I do this all the time at The Nerds From Work.
Every week.
You can find us there on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud. You can find us at The Nerds From Work. You can find us at Nerds From Work on Twitter and Instagram. Hey, email us, TheNerdsFromWork. Yeah, go to TheNerdsFromWork.com. Fuck it. You can send us an email from there. Fuck this outro. Hey, Phil, get on Diaper Mates.
Yeah.
Let's make you an account right now, buddy. Hey, from all of us here at the workplace. Peace.
Sayonara.
Look at Phil's face, dude.